All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We have beers and calls. We haven't done beers and calls in like so freaking long, and it's been too long. And I got two of the most amazing gentlemen here kicking it with me. We are going to come in. We're going to go hard. We're going to have a blast. But before we do that, we have to go into our countdown. So, gentlemen, in our time with COVID, I have decided to stop doing this, but I've come across a couple of amazing human beings who have given me incredible data, and this is one of my new data sets, and we're going to be calling through a myriad of different types of people, and I think it's going to be a fucking bloodbath, just telling you. But you guys better grab your pencils, because school's about to get in. All right, there we go. Now we're back, guys. I'm going to take this off so everyone knows what we're doing. And we're going to be doing, I got my boy Mike T out of Boston. I got Jake Wolf out of Reno. And we are going to have a blast. So, Jake, quickly introduce yourself. And, Mike, I want to come back down to you. And then we're going to get to the calls because this is going to be amazing. Jake.
I absolutely love being here on Beers and Calls. Thank you very much. It has been a long time. I'm Jake Wolf, the CEO of Clever Leads, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm super excited today to go ahead and actually witness Mr. G. McD, Greg McDaniel, the one and only, try to go ahead and dig out that elusive seller lead.
Oh, man, it's not elusive. I'm going to get this bitch. They're already mine. They just don't know it yet. Tim. I have too many emails in front of me right now. Mike.
It's Mike.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Mike Tatro. I'm an agent. I got my own team out here in Boston. It's called the Tate Team. Tate off my last name, Tatro. So that's what I was called growing up. But yeah, I'm happy to join. Greg's been my coach for a long time. Jake's great mentor, great friend as well. So just happy to partake in this, give a little East Coast spin on what we got going on. So I'm excited to see Greg's calls. Should be a lot
total East Coast versus West Coast moment, I think, is developing. G.
Yeah. I want to see these laid back people, these easy calls where you're not getting yelled at every time. Let's take a look and hear this.
All right, guys. So what it is, I got a list of leads, and the organization that sent them over to me, they have qualified them in 3 different opportunities. So we have, what we're going to have here is, I'm not going to share my screen because I don't want to give my leads away. We have the white, we have the yellow, we have the green, and we have the blue. Now we're going to be starting from the blue because these are more wholesale deals where there is a very large gap. And one of the biggest issues that people are seeing in this data is that people are saying like, well, I'll sell, I just don't want to list it, right? So here's going to be the uphill battle. Can I get them to turn, or can I get them to get me an appointment so I can get in and take a look at the property? Then if the money's there, guys, it's a no-brainer in regards to this stuff. So
we were talking pre-show a little bit about how to actually go ahead and talk to these folks. Like what is the script? So maybe you can share with the audience some of the stuff. I love your tactic, Greg, as far as we have their names. These people have already been pre-qualified. So you're going to say what?
You know what? It's going to be something very simple like this. I'm like, hey, my name is Greg McDaniel. I'm a local real estate investor and real estate agent here in the Alamo area because this is the city Alamo that I grew up and live in. One of my team members reached out to you about a week or so ago, and they identified the fact that you are interested in potentially selling for X amount of dollars. Is that an accurate representation of that conversation? And they'll say yes, no, and I'll take it from there. Because if the people are willing, the money is there. But you know what, Jake? Mike, this is not beers and calls without a beer. And guess what?
Well, I'm gonna grab something. When you hop on the phone, I'm gonna grab a little something.
Lagunitas. Yeah, go.
Let's go. I can get rid of this salsa one. I gotta get rid of this. Don't talk too much shit when I'm gone.
Oh man, that's already happening. So let's jump into this, guys. I want you guys to put any questions, thoughts, theories, concerns. The StreamYard is not allowing me to see your comments right now, so I'll be bantering back and forth. But we're going to jump in as Mike gets his shenanigans going. We're going to get our shenanigans going. So our first property, guys, is a property in the city called Alamo, California, where I grew up and lived. Now, they've identified to the fact that they are willing to be selling for about 1.5. The property is worth maybe around $2 million, which is pretty normal for the neighborhoods that we're in, especially in those neighborhoods. And it's in a country club. But so I'm going to call him in. I'm going to call Alan. I'm going to see what Alan's up to. See if we can get a couple of people on the phone, and see if we can get ourselves Get out of here. Maybe just an appointment. That's all we're looking for, right? And I'm going to be hand dialing these guys. So, shit.
You're going after the wholesale properties?
Yeah, I'm going to go after the wholesale properties in the beginning because I want to test this data set and see if I can see what kind of comes out of it, right? So here's our first call on this new data set. Let's see how it goes. It's like going hunting for large elk. It's so much fun.
Hey, you've reached Brett Rasmussen. Can't talk right now, so go ahead and leave your name and a message, and I'll get back to you. You don't leave a name and a message, I'm not getting back to you. Fair's fair. Adios.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Brent, my name is Greg McDaniel. I'm a local real estate investor and real estate agent here in the Alamo area, also where I grew up. I had one of my team members reach out to you the other week about your property at 2701 Round Hill Drive. And they noted the fact that you were interested in selling for a specific price. Love to kind of get a call with you, take 5 minutes of your time to kind of see where your mindset is, and then kind of go from there and see if I could serve you and help you, maybe get you that number. After doing some research, I feel that number could definitely be achieved. So again, my best number is 925 915 1978. Again, 925 915 1978. Look forward to speaking with you. Have a blessed night. Bye. Okay, first call down.
That was a good voicemail, Greg.
I like that, Greg.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I would call you back, Gregory.
You're just biased.
If
Slightly.
you weren't on the mojo, Greg, maybe when you're done, like send them a text if it's somebody a little bit younger. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I have a secret weapon when it comes to getting in touch with people and staying in front of them. I've already spoken to this individual, Jake Wolf. And we're going to be dropping geofences. We're going to be sending text messages. We're going to be putting out postcards. Like, I'm going to hunt them like nobody's business.
Let's do it.
So Greg's virtual assistant team is going to go ahead and load up every single one of these people and then just reconnect to them, say hi, drop the link to his website. Every address is going to go ahead and get geofenced with some really nice images and different things, and driving back to a landing page sequence inside of our set with a custom video and contact form submissions. And then we're going to retarget them after they touch there.
Yeah,
Did you guys hear all that? I don't think your broker's doing that. So you guys need to get in contact with Jake. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, no, it's a completely different way of doing business because we become omnipresent, and it's only going to be, one. It's not going to be just one touch, right? Oh, geez. So we got a couple of comments here. Aaron Wittenstein is up in the house, guys. Aaron Wittenstein, the baldest of the bald. Welcome, my friend Ronnie DiCarlo. What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are having fun in the comment section. I'm going to come back and check that every once in a while, but we're going to get into our second call. Now, this property, it's at 133 La Sonoma Way here in Alamo. And why am I giving these addresses away? Because I know you can't compete with me because you don't live in my area. Now, the interesting thing, the data came back on this data set is saying that this individual will sell for $3 million. It's probably in the 4 and change pretty easily. So I just sold the neighbor's house across the street, which needed a lot of work, for 2-1. So let's see if we can get some on the line and see if we can, have a conversation and see if I can at least get an appointment. And gentlemen, what should I do? Should we go for one appointment or should we go for multiple appointments tonight?
Take it down, Greg.
As much as possible. Don't stop.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mrs. Hicks?
Oh, it's Mister.
Oh, Mr. Hicks, my apologies. My speaker has been messing up all stinking day. I am so sorry about that. Hey, my name is Greg McDaniel. I'm a real estate agent and investor here in the Alamo area. And I had one of my team members, they were doing some calls the other day, and they reached out and they spoke with you, and they said that you may be thinking of selling your property on Los Sonoma Way. Is that at all accurate?
No, I don't think so. It's just, I'm not sure what it's worth, and if it's,
Yeah.
we're not. I don't think we're kind of getting there, but we're not quite ready yet.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. A lot of people are not quite there yet. I mean, I completely understand that. We actually sold your neighbor. You remember the Wongs across the street from you?
Oh yeah.
I actually helped them buy that house in 16 or 17 years ago, and then we just helped them sell it for just about $2 million. Was it last summer? Was it last summer or 2 summers ago? It's been a while.
I can't remember. It hasn't been that long ago.
Yeah. And I know I've known Will and Mary for forever and a day, and I've door knocked your house probably about 1 billion times. But I was wondering,
I'd be interested to hear what it's worth.
Okay. I mean, I obviously never stepped inside the property. I mean, is there an opportunity to kind of come over and just kind of pop my eyes on all the upgrades you guys have done, and then run some numbers and give you a real idea and see if it might work for you?
Let me talk to my wife and see if I would imagine you probably need to come in for you give it a realistic number.
Yeah, I mean, I could give you a Zillow number, but that would be doing the biggest disservice on God's green earth, because Zillow only looks at 4 walls and a roof, And I would rather go in and really kind of say, okay, hey, you know what, this is what the real number is, and you know what, hey, if it works, it works. But I mean, what would be a number that would work for you? I mean, just pull it out of the sky.
The thing is it begs the next question: where am I going to go? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
So,
I
mean, once I answer that question, then the other question is, it's like the next domino.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, I hear you on that one. I mean, if you were to be moving, would you move in town or out of town?
Yeah, I don't know yet. We might move over by Round Hill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you guys a part of Round Hill?
Yeah.
You know what? You know my parents, don't you? Terry and Sally McDaniel.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad, he's mentored me in real estate for a long, long time. He's been doing it for 50 years. So.
Yeah, I know your dad pretty well.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so we're already off on a good track.
Yeah.
So when do you want to talk with the boss tonight, and then?
Yeah, let me just talk with her, and we got mother-in-law in town right now, so.
Okay, that actually sounds familiar. My dad and my mom are down with my brother and his wife and his 3 kids in Texas right now, so I understand the family, visiting. When would be a good time for me to follow up with you? Would it be this week or next week?
Next week would be better.
Would it be Monday or Tuesday?
Monday.
Okay, not a problem, man. I'll holler at you on Mondays, morning, afternoons. I mean, where's a good time for you?
Afternoons are good.
Afternoons?
Yeah.
All right. You got it, my friend. I appreciate your time. I know you're busy. Go spend time with your family, and we'll talk soon.
You got it. Bye.
All right, bye. That's how you get it motherfucking done.
That's it. You got a phone appointment right there.
All across the industry, all of the agents that are working with me have the exact same issue. It's like, so we are having an extreme amount of success going to absolute cold sellers, people that have inventory, equitable positions in their home, purchased maybe in the last 5 or 10 years, 15 plus. People are now starting to go ahead and get into the mindset of, hey, that's right, I should be thinking about selling. We're putting information out there that creates the husband and wife over a steak dinner to go ahead and have a conversation about, honey, maybe we should be locking in our profits, taking our equity position. And even if they don't sell, at least we're educational ambassadors to where we're even saying maybe it's smart to pull the equity out of your home on a HELOC, maybe take care of the kids' college debt, pay off the cars, whatever, pay off the credit cards and things like that, because you can go ahead and borrow against your home at such a lower rate in comparison. So when you pencil it out, it just makes sense. But however,
sounds like Jake, you're basically putting the bug in everyone's head, getting the ball rolling.
Everybody,
Yeah,
everywhere,
that's phenomenal.
at scale, more than our competitors now. But how in the hell do we go ahead and solve that issue of where in the hell am I going to go? What are these people going to go ahead and pay for a certain home? So
you'll never know that, and that's why I asked them, would you move in town or out of town? right? I could have gone deeper on him, but I know that we're on the show and I didn't want to push too deep. He already gave me an appointment and ready to rock and roll. And he already told me straight up that he's thinking about selling. He just doesn't know what it's worth. Bam, in. If I can hit that number, and I asked him straight up, if you do, what was that number? He said, "Oh, I don't know." I'm like, okay, well,
I love it because I'm staring at your data set as well, and I see a $1.2 million equitable position from what he already stated once before.
Mm-hmm. There's a power. I mean, there's a lot of power here. So, I mean, I'm going to be boring. Mike, you and Jake talk for a second as I put the information to call him back on Monday afternoon.
Yeah. One quick thing I want to just give people a little advice. When he said we don't know what we're doing yet, usually what I do on my end, I'll tell the seller, hey, I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. Write down your 5 favorite things, your 5 favorite towns that you want to go to, your 5 favorite features in a home that you want, and just 5 favorite, just amenities that you're looking for. Then I'll check back them in a week. They give me those 5, and I can kind of look for stuff for them. So you usually want to give them something to do to get the ball rolling.
A lot of you real estate agents out there, I've heard deploy this wonderful idea of the Dream Home Finder program. Okay, so in a moment like this, when these people don't have a clue on where they're going, you can go ahead and tell them that you're consistently in the market, always networking, always finding opportunities that will be coming available before all the rest of the sharks start chewing on it and creating blood in the water. So if you put yourself in that educational ambassador mindset and you're actually helping fill the need on that side as well, now you're a good liaison and they're going to love you for it. So if I can go and find you a home that's the right price point with everything that you need, like Mike's talking about, let's go. I'll go find one for you.
Make it work. Give us a little criteria,
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing that's really interesting about that is that, if you heard that conversation, which I know you guys did, I got him in there. The interesting thing about that is that he openly told me without telling me that he wants to sell that house.
Oh, 100%.
Now we're in problem solving phase of like, okay, not a problem. And again, you do a little bit of pushback and you're like, okay, not a problem. What would you sell for? Well, I don't know what it's worth. Me neither. I got to come over and see all the upgrades that you've done to your property. And by the way, Jake and Mike, you guys can actually look at that spreadsheet, put it into Google Maps. This thing it's West Side Alamo, true West Side Alamo. It's on one of the nicest streets next to a elementary school. This thing is tricked out. I think it's like four garages, 3 garages. I mean, I know this house extremely well. This thing would sell in a nanosecond for what he's asking for. I mean, that's not even an argument. And so he wants that. Okay, fine, let's go. But
and I mean, your relationship is like, you can't think of a better relationship. He's cool with your dad, you family. He knows your family well. Who's he gonna pick? Now it's like, if he doesn't pick you, you look like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So he's got to pick you.
Do 100%. And here's the thing. So when he said Round Hill is a country club here in the area, right? So he wants to move from the west side to the east side. Why? I don't fucking know. But he does, right? Maybe he has family. Maybe he just wants to get on the other side. Who cares, right? But I was able to immediately identify, oh my God, wait, so are you part of Round Hill? I am. Bam. I knew I had an in. Now I can talk about my experiences with the country club. I can reference my father's name, my mother's name, because I want the assumptive close of like, oh my God, you probably know my parents, Terry and Sally McDaniel. Yeah. We know I've known your parents forever. Blah, blah, blah. And hook, line, sinker. Got you, bitch.
Yeah, you got 1 million report points on that one. That's easy.
Oh, a million.
That's easy.
That's on a slow day.
Yeah, you did good. So what do you deal with when all of these real estate agents don't have that kind of influence like you do, Greg?
Well, it's not about the influence. It's about the ability to have a conversation and find these. It's about how to be able to build rapport with finding small things. So he never referenced to the fact that he knew my parents. I talked about it first, and I brought him into the conversation. I first told him that I was proficient in my business because I sold the house across the street. I brought the client's name in. He's like, oh my God, I totally know them. And then I asked him, how long ago was that? Was that 1 year or 2 years ago? Time's flying, right? Yeah. And he got into the conversation. Now he's a part of it. I'm not talking at him. I'm talking with him. Monumentally different conversation that took place. And then I referenced and I commended his ability to, desire to talk to his wife. And then I built her up and I called her the boss, which he goes, yeah, I gotta talk with the boss. Then I ask permission when to follow up with them. Is it going to be this week, next week? You know, what day, what time, what works best for you? He laid it out for me.
Correct. Which was fantastic. And the reason that I asked you that question, Greg, is because we do the same kind of a thing, but even from like a cold neighborhood. So I suggest to all of the clever agents, especially when we're staring at data sets like this, is go out and take a ride and get into the neighborhoods.
Mhm.
Spend some time, travel, things like that. When we reach out and we're talking to 50+% of these people on lists, even via text, some of the things that we like to say is that we were recently in your neighborhood.
Oh,
You
dude.
know, had some high buyer demand that in that area recently. Inventory's been low. We just wanted to touch base with some of the homeowners. Prior to the pandemic that we're in right now, we'd love to go ahead and knock on some doors, say hello, but obviously we can't do that much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we like to go ahead and call, text,
Yeah.
things like that.
Just say hello.
Yeah, Greg, that was a perfect conversation. It was more you guys were like shooting the shit and then just sitting there having a sales pitch. So having that is what I always tell people to have that approach. Everyone wants to follow a script, but if you can sit there and it's natural and it's friendly, you're going to be in. That's it.
Oh, that's interesting. So I got a text from the first property I called, and they said I have the wrong data. Did
you call the wrong one?
I don't know. I'll have to take a look and talk to the information provider on that one.
Yeah.
But you know what? Hey, you know what? Guess what happened? I got a response. So now I'll get back to them after I get done doing some calls. So let's do our next line. That sounds like we're in a club doing drugs. Let's do our next phone call. We're going to call Elaine. Is that how James? I mean, Jake, is that how you say that? Line 59. Elaine.
James.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would say. Yeah.
Elaine Court.
Elaine Court. Okay.
You got that perfect.
James Clary. I fucking think I know this dude.
Do you have him as a friend or something first, Greg? Look him up on the Facebook.
Greg's everybody's friend over there.
Yeah, but if he sees him on Facebook, maybe get some information before the call, you know?
See, this is the secret sauce that everybody doesn't know. Greg hangs out and gives free like cotton candy and shit to kids at the park and says hi to everybody all the time. And
Well, now that that sounds just weird.
Yeah.
Greg
Hey
knows everybody.
kiddos. Hey kiddos, come over here. Look at Uncle Greg giving you cotton candy.
California board is taking your license, Greg.
All right. Actually, I do know this house. Because their neighbor, I went to high school with their son.
See,
Oh yeah, and that's the Mormon's house. And I'm not saying it's a religious thing. They literally said they're a Mormon, and this house was huge and it sold about 10 years ago. Like I hadn't been in this that big of a house in a long period of time. But yeah, great court. I've knocked this thing 1 billion times. All right, you guys ready to make that call?
let's do it.
All right. Where's that number? There it is. Let's see here. Oh shit. Speaker. I feel good about this one. If you guys got any thoughts, theories, or concerns, you guys are out there.
Reach Jim Cleary's cell phone. I'm sorry I missed your call.
Yep.
Please leave your
I know, Jim.
name and telephone number, and I will return the call as soon as I can. Thank you.
Tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Jim, how are you? Greg McDaniel with the McDaniel Callahan real estate team here in the area. Hey, I'm doing a quick follow-up, and I would love to get some clarification. I had one of my team members, excuse me, the ginger ale is kicking in strong there. Wanted to quickly just give you a call, and my team member said that you may be potentially thinking about making a move and selling the property. Wanted to see if you wanted to sell that offline or online. But yeah, just want to get some clarity so that I can help you in any way, shape, or form that I can. Best number for me is this one. I think it's going to be 925-915-9999. 1978. Again, 925, 915, 1978. Hope you're having a blessed, powerful, incredible evening, and I look forward to talking with you, my friend. All right, take care. Bye. Okay. Learned a couple of things. He doesn't go by James. He goes by Jim. Oh, we got a call back. Hello, Greg.
Hi, this is Jim Cleary, and I just got a call from you.
Yeah. Hi, Jim. This is Greg McDaniel with the McDaniel Callahan Real Estate Team. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine, and I'm not selling, and I'm not in the market.
Oh, okay. The reason I was actually giving you a ring is that I'm just doing some calls from my office, and we're recording from training purposes. But I had a team member of mine that indicated that you might be thinking of selling for a certain price. Did we get that information wrong?
Yes, I have not even considered it. But if you want to sell it or buy it, or find a buyer that will give me $11 million for my $2 million house, I'm your guy.
I can do 13. I mean, would that help?
Yeah.
Jim, so I just want to go back to my team and help me understand, like, do you remember having a conversation with them about the potential opportunity of selling, or is this completely off the record and I'm just losing my mind?
No, I've never talked to anybody about selling it.
Copy. Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to do, as courtesy for you, I'm going to take you off my call list so I don't bother you. You might see me online in a few ads because we're running a pretty aggressive ad campaign here in the Alamo area. But unless you're ready, man, I'll just kind of sit in the weeds and kind of wait to see if there's anything I can do to help you.
Okay, that's great, Greg. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jim. Take care, brother.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so
some of these people come through different sources, and they do give indication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do give indication. So,
he lied, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've never thought about it, but my $2 million home, that's funny because that's the exact number on this spreadsheet that was given to me. Not a single dollar more, not a single dollar less. So he felt cornered. He didn't like the idea of actually having a conversation, but that fool will sell.
He already gave positive indication, and he literally said exactly what he said once before.
Exactly.
It was right there on the street. So we'll geofence him, Greg, and we'll say hi.
Why do you think I told him that you may see me on ads? Because I do aggressive marketing campaigns. No, it's just like, okay, well, you're going to see me for life now. So enjoy life.
And all sellers, they're bipolar. One day they're thinking one thing, the next day they're thinking another. But once they indicate to you guys they said something, they can't take that away.
No, not at all. Dude.
Some of these people would be great to go and actually send a letter to. Maybe go do some old school CMA type stuff, send them a manila envelope. It was really nice talking to you the other day in a letter. I just wanted to go ahead and do some extra work for you. This is kind of what we're seeing your home is valued at, but this is what I feel that we could go ahead and get if you wanted to go ahead and put it on the market with me.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, there's so many different avenues to play with this. I mean, this is not a one-hit list. This list is we're on a first date. Are we going to have drinks but no dinner? Or are we going to have drinks, dinner, and then, see where the night takes us, right? And it's just one of those things. I have a guy, Terrence Davis. He's on the line. I'm going to try to get him on the call with us because this guy is an assassin. You guys have met Terry, right?
Terrence, absolutely.
Mike, have you met him?
I don't think so, not yet. So we'll get him.
Oh, you're going to love him. He talks a lot, but he's fantastic.
Cool. Let's make it happen.
Oh yeah. So I just sent him the link. We'll see if he's going to be able to make it up. But let's do this. Let's go on to so we got Jen. Now we got Keith.
Grab that Castle Crest property.
Yeah, that's one I'm going to go after right now.
Oh, Greg, just looking at your sheet real quick. I think that one, number 55, I think that one might be like a joker. That might be a mistake on that one.
Okay, you think?
Yeah, that one. I think they were thinking probably 3 million, and there's just some type of error on that. So,
but that can be a phenomenal opportunity to have a conversation with them.
That's true too. Absolutely.
Be like, what? My team member said you'd sell for 30 grand. That can't be right. No, I'd sell for 30 million. Ugh, that's right. All right, yeah. Steven, you're fired. Okay.
On to the next one.
I like the Castle Crest one because he stated that he would sell for 900,000, and we're seeing like 1.2. Obviously, there's still wholesale opportunity right there, and he might be close, but most people don't understand what the hell the real estate market is doing right now to their homes. To be honest with you, in my neighborhood, I just saw a property go up for $318 a square foot. So when 2 years ago, all of the homes in this exact same neighborhood were selling at 200, but it's listed at 318 a square. So they're going to try to go ahead and push the market up. Most people that are happily working, living at home, kids are going to school and that kind of stuff, don't really understand the equitable position that we're in right now.
No, it's crazy. And you can do all the comps you want right now, but you got that inventory factor that's adding extra value. I mean, I'm selling stuff where I just had something, I put it up 1.2 the other day. I'm getting offers for 1.5, 1.6 because it's going crazy. And I don't think it's really worth more than 1.2. But that's just the position we're in with inventory at the moment. So it's a crazy, crazy time. But if you're a seller, it's an excellent time to sell. You got to teach these people that, it might not be like this again for a while. It might really not, and we probably got a little bit of a wave of foreclosures coming with COVID when some of the forbearances come up from some of these states. That might flip this from a seller's market over to buyer's market real quick, and they're going to be kicking themselves they didn't sell today.
Yeah, it's definitely coming 100%. And it's also a thing about knowing your marketplace. So this property on Castle Crest, right? This is like it is in the city of Alamo, right? Mm-hmm. But we're in the Walnut Creek School District at this point. So we have an Alamo address, but a Walnut Creek School District, which brings down the value of the property. Because of the school district. Yeah, because of the school.
Bad school district, huh?
No, it's not bad. It's just not as good as the Santa Monica Unified School District, which is what Alamo is in, right? Yeah. And it's weird how that works, but I know this. I've been over there a billion times. It'll be fascinating to see kind of what this guy is going to say.
Ginger ale.
Yeah, ginger ale. You like how I did that one?
I like when you were talking about the first date, having a few drinks. That kind of reminded me when you came to Reno last week and we were at the 5-star restaurant having a few cocktails, and then you and I ended up bowling.
Oh, dude. Do you understand how hungover I was?
Yeah, it was quite interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. McDaniel and I were playing a game called pitcher bowling. So anybody that bowled the lowest on the 4th and 8th frame had to buy a pitcher of beer.
Let's put it this way.
It was fun.
I felt like I was back in college. I'm not kidding you, dude. I know you were going to be 36 for life. That's how you roll. Being 42, I drove home about ready to die the entire ride home. I was hungover for 2 days. Literally 2 days. Like I couldn't eat, barely could drink water. I was just like, and then the third day finally rolled around. And my girlfriend, she turns to me, she's like, "So you back alive or what?" I'm like, "Yeah." Never do that.
I want to let everybody know I had no influence at all whatsoever with any of this.
Greg, next time just call for the IV and make that recovery time a little bit quicker.
Oh, so here's the funny thing about that, Mike. My girlfriend's a doctor, right? Mm-hmm. And so she always offers me an IV. Like, all right, you want to get an IV? And I'm like, I would rather be sick for 2 days than put a needle in my arm. Nope. Not doing it. But I'll get tattoos, but I'm not going to get an IV. Go figure. All right. Terrence is obviously not going to join us. We've dilly-dallied long enough with him. Okay, so here's a property, guys. We're going to be on Castle Crest. They said they'd sell for 900, right?
They said then. Trying to change their mind now.
Right. And so we have, and it's classified as undefined. So we're not quite sure what they want to do, but it's coming back with the RVM at 1.2 and change. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna reach out to them. We're gonna have a little convo and just kind of see what their mindset is. So let's roll.
Do it.
Hello?
Hey, is this Keith?
Yeah.
Hey, Keith, what's going on, man? My name is Greg McDaniel. I'm a local real estate agent and investor here in Alamo. Hey, I'm actually just doing a couple of quick calls from my office where we actually record the calls for training. But one of my team members mentioned that you may be interested in potentially selling your property, and I just wanted to get some clarification on that. Is that accurate?
Which property?
100 Castle Crest.
I don't know why my name always comes up on that, but I don't own that property.
Did you ever rent it or live in it or?
No.
Oh man,
If
that's
somebody wills it to me, I'd be happy to sell it. But
sounds like an angry ex-girlfriend that wanted to put you on a list somewhere. Just be like, I'm gonna mess with him.
I get calls like this all the time about that property. It's like, I have no idea what that is.
Do you live here in the Alamo area or not?
No.
Oh,
I live in Northern California.
oh, where in Northern Cal?
Up by Santa Rosa.
My sister and brother-in-law just moved into dang it, I forget this name of the city, but they just bought 10 acres up there and they freaking love it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you guys are digging it. So do you have properties that you might be interested in selling here in the area or?
No, I only own one house. That's all I have.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do as a courtesy for you, I'm going to take you off my call list so I don't bother you.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm gonna talk to my data team and kind of figure out where that cross. And you never lived in Alamo, right?
No, I looked up that property because I get calls about it a lot. If people want to buy it, I'm like, I don't. My name comes up on it somehow, but it's not me.
Fascinating. Well, you know what? Hey, this is when it comes to prospecting. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. But you know what? I'll take you off the list and let you rock and roll.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, brother. Have a blessed night. Talk soon.
You too, man.
All right, bye. Okay, so what did we learn from this?
So he probably got the phone call from the teams.
Oh yeah,
And might have just said 900,000 dump. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd sell for 900 grand. He probably, like you said, he gets calls all the time about.
So he's probably just like, yeah, I'm gonna just pretend to be the owner. I'm gonna just joke around and mess with these people, you know? And
Oh, yeah.
leave a number. I think that's what kind of happened in that situation because he clearly got his name right, you know, and we know he gave a number, but you know, there probably wasn't a long enough dialogue to, hey, show us your driver's license, show us this is you. We're gonna take their word for it, you know, probably, you know, that your team was probably taking the word that he was who he was, you know. So, but in retrospect, he's probably just doing that to get rid of, you know, the call or the conversation from the team member. So
Well, let's do this really quickly. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. We're gonna see if he's full of shit or not. I'm
that
gonna go with,
happens sometimes too. There's some people who pretend not to be the owner.
let's see. Because you know what? Hey, after 15 beers, you know, wait a minute. Motherfucking lying motherfucker. His name's on gosh damn title. He's
Unless
on the
somebody
damn
makes his
title.
name.
Well, geofence him, Greg.
Yeah.
He is literally on the title.
He said, "Hey, this is Keith, right?" But he picked up the phone.
Dude, he's literally on the title. I'm staring at it.
We got to deal with sometimes.
All right. So what we're learning here is that the data sets are accurate. The recipients of the phone calls are full of shit. It's because, you know what? Who knows? Maybe he's going through a divorce. Maybe he's lost his job from COVID. Maybe something else is taking place. And one thing is for damn sure, that fool's fucking lying. Let's see when he bought it. Let's dig a little deeper into this fucking hole here.
It's funny hearing other people's reactions.
Oh, dude. Okay, let's see. So
Let's send him a postcard.
he and his wife bought this.
Keith, it was nice talking to you the other day. Here's a postcard to see all my information.
Send him one of those big teddy bears to his house. Say, hey, I still love you.
Cotton candy, Greg.
Okay. Cotton candy. They bought it in 99, dude. They've owned this thing for quite a while.
They probably got a lot of equity in that.
Wait a minute. Secondary owner. You think?
Just a little.
Oh, it was an interfamily transfer.
Oh.
No, it was a non-arm's length transfer. Oh, and the plot thickens.
Deep.
Okay.
Grab that one at 2505 Lanata Lane.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That one's straight up. They said 2.75 mil, and it's hanging 2 7.5. So it's pretty close. Might be-
Yeah. Lanada's a great street, but there's 3 parts of Lanada. So I gotta see where they are. Are they behind Safeway? Oh, okay. So they're on the further side.
The house was built in 2014, so it's a newer place. Nice neighborhood, right?
Yeah, we sold the neighbor's house, and a good friend of mine I grew up with. His family's house is right down the street. And funny story, if you walk down the street, there will be a road called, what is that called? Lunar. It's not Lunar Lane. It's another one. But I used to go shovel horse manure out of the stalls of a horse place, right? Yeah,
Doing that now, Greg. You know,
dude, I know this neighborhood, man. We've sold the neighbor's house around the corner. I mean, fucking guy lying straight out of his mouth. Jake, we're gonna drop nuclear hammers on him.
cool. They don't know what you guys are armed with.
Nah, they don't. They're playing stupid games. You're gonna get stupid prizes.
That's
End of
right.
story.
That's right. We're coming after you.
You know, here's the interesting thing, gentlemen.
I have
I mean-
zero influence in any of the stuff that you're hearing right now. Just to let you
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so we're gonna actually go to Essex, 23 Essex Court, Andrew. Then we're gonna come back to Lunada because I know we can play with that really easily, but I just want to stay in a sequential order here.
this one
Good.
is
I've had a lot of people pick up the phone, which is great.
But yeah, because I'm me.
That's right.
Just kidding. Okay, so Essex is actually a really nice area. It's actually in the Round Hill Country Club that we talked about earlier today, just off I think that's like the 8th tee. And actually, this house I've almost hit a couple of times with my golf game because I am really horrible golfer. Because you're shooting downhill, dog leg right, and it's a great views, great area. If they want to sell for 2, and that's 2 million, by the way, and it could be worth. I think it can easily be 2.5 to 2.9. I think that's an accurate valuation. If this is as I think it is. Hold on, let me look at this one more time.
Greg. That's an interesting tactic that you have there. So is that how you find people to sell their home at the country club? You hit their house with golf balls?
We've actually had the conversation, and this is not a joke, by the way. We wanted to brand different things. So I have like coasters and other stuff branded with us. And I was like, you know what we should do? We should do golf balls. And my dad looks at me deadpan in the face. I've never seen him so serious. He's like, no. I'm like, why not? He's like, because when I hit a golf ball through someone's window, I don't want my name on it. And I'm like, good idea. Okay. Thinking ahead.
So you just can just drop them over the fence into their yard.
Yeah, so it doesn't hit nothing.
Now,
Don't drive there.
Hire your caddy to go ahead and drop balls in everybody's yard, Greg.
so many jokes with that comment. Oh my God. Mike,
You noticed I've been teeing you up a couple times here. Dean
gee.
probably would be happy right now. He would have totally ran with that one.
oh my God. So easy, so funny. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's dial Essex.
See what's up with that one.
Dude, there was a guy when I was first getting into the business. He was on the corner of that street where Essex and another street intersect. And this guy was the crankiest SOB. I would laugh my ass off all the time. And I would do this just to get yelled at because I found it extremely hilarious. I would go to the house knowing he was going to be pissed. I'd be like, hello, Mr. Owner. My name is Greg McDaniel. I'm with blah, 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 Yakety Schmack, Realty. And at that point, get the fuck off my property, you son of a bitch. And I was just like, I'd be like, hee. I just kind of walk backwards. He's an old guy, and I'm being like, he was like walking with his walker.
He was walkering towards you, like with
walkering towards me, yes. And
did you have the tennis balls on?
He did actually, and I was very proud of him for that because he helped him move even faster. And another story in the same neighborhood, I walked in, I was door knocking. I'm like, yes, hello. My name is, Greg with ABC Real Estate, and the guy came to the door in a wheelchair. This is not a joke. He had a blanket over his lap. I told him I was a real estate agent. He pulled the blanket back. He had a 44 caliber handgun loaded and cocked on his lap. He's like, what do you want? And I said, absolutely nothing. And then he wheelchaired down the walkway, chasing me and cursing me out as I walked away. And I'm like, man, these old fuckers are crazy. What the shit is wrong with these humans?
His name must have been Doug. Another inside joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, definitely an inside joke. Mike, I'm going to fill you in on the post show on that one.
Gotta hear about Doug. Yeah.
Oh, Doug. What a gem Doug is. All right, here we go.
All right, let's see.
Fuck Doug. Oh, so many stories.
You're really messing up my Tuesday, Doug.
I'm actively drinking, Doug. See? Okay, so see if we get Andrew on the line here.
Reach the voicemail box of 510-684-7432.
Hey, I hope this is the line for Andrew. Andrew, my name is Greg McDaniel. I'm a real estate agent and investor here in the Alamo area. Calling about your property on Essex Court. I had a team member of mine reach out to you a week or so ago, give or take. All the days are blending together at this point. Wanted to see if you had any interest in potentially talking about the value of your home, seeing if there might be an opportunity for you to sell it, take advantage of these prices. When you get a chance, feel free and reach out to me. Love to have a conversation with you. My best number is 925-915-1978. Again, 925-915-1978. My name is Greg McDaniel. Look forward to talking with you, Andrew. Have a great night. Bye. Stupid ginger ale kicking in, burping all over the place.
Good voicemail.
Good one. I'll call you back.
Yeah, well, the trick is with this is just all just being about completely being mellow. Like you're talking to a friend. Like if I called Mike or if I called Jake, or something like that. Just like, hey man, what's up? How you doing? What's going on? Our good friend Ashley has a phenomenal line, which I think is just one of the best lines ever. She's like, hey Jake, it's Ashley.
Do you remember me?
Do you remember me? And they're like, no. Well, we talked a little while ago in regards to your property at 123 Main Street. And I'm like, that is fucking legendary. Absolutely
She
legendary.
perfected the do you remember me?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's also a girl's voice. I mean, if it's like me, you or me, I'm like, yo, Mike, you remember me? You'd be like, okay, click.
If I gotta get a voicemail from a girl saying, "Do you remember me?" I'm kind of scared to start off.
You're like, is there a paternity case involved?
Yeah,
What is going on here?
Yeah.
you know.
I live at this house. No, I'm not selling. Run. Well, so the magic of this list, ladies and gentlemen, so it's always about, these are pre-qualified, right? So there's people that go ahead and reach out, talk to these folks, use technology to go ahead and get some type of positive indication on whether or not they're thinking about selling. They work really hard to go ahead and actually obtain some type of home valuation or a level at which they're thinking about selling. So legitimate stuff. So these are pre-qualified type data. But if you're not utilizing data like this, you're going to have to go out and make initial contact to a tremendous amount of people or have somebody else go ahead and do it for you.
Yeah,
So,
you're shooting with a shotgun, and those are the problems. F-U-N, F-U-N, F-U-N.
Dude,
So fun.
I've done over 500,000 phone calls. And by the way, Ashley just heard our comment. She loved our comment, by the way. And I'll tell you one thing, using data sets like this from the providers that provide smart data, it's worth the time and energy and money to do these calls. I mean, we've been here bullshitting for, I don't know how long, less than an hour. And we've called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, right? Now, Are we moving through these people fast? Absolutely not. But is it about quantity or quality? This is the question you need to ask yourself. Now, out of 6 phone calls, I have a guy that potentially wants to sell his house. And this guy, he said he would sell it for $3 million, right? But it's potentially worth over 4 and change. Are you telling me my time that is not a good use of my time? If I can make calls like this for an hour, get the fuck out of here, man.
Like, Greg, quick question. Like, how long would that take you? Remember the old days when we're doing that bullshit circle dialing, calling everybody. We don't know what's going on. That'd take a while to get that one person like that,
Oh, it would take a long time,
yeah.
And, the thing is that, what do you want to do? People are always like, well, is it worth doing a circle dialing? I'm like, of course it is, but here's the reason why you do circle dialing. You're going to do circle dialing around it just listed, just sold, and most powerful, just pending. That's where you want to spend your time. Or coming to the market, letting everyone know, bringing them, inviting them to a broker's open or an open house or whatever it's going to be. Doing a neighbors only open house. That's worthwhile doing circle prospecting, because you're trying to build the relationship, build the rapport, build your name. If you're trying to build business, you have to go with intent. Now, why do people go to bars? There's a couple of reasons. They want to get hammered. They want to get laid. That's really fucking it. And hang out with their friends. There's 3 reasons. But so
I go for the peanuts.
Again, so many jokes on that. But Mike's just sitting there just laughing. But here's the thing. So Jake goes for the peanuts. Mike, what I know you have a beautiful, wonderful girl in your life. So prior to having this beautiful woman in your life, why'd you go to the bar?
To cope with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Dude, I went there to get shit-faced and meet girls. Really simple. Why do people pick up the phones when it comes to doing this circle prospecting? Well, because they have a want, need, or a desire to do something. And so it's our jobs to figure that the fuck out. Ask the right questions. Mike and Jake are some of the best question askers that I know in this business. They go deep. Now, my old business coach, his name was Howard Britton. He died about, like 10, 15 years ago. He had a company called Star Power, which was purchased by a complete douchebag and drove it into the ground. But, Howard had this thing going called 3 Deep. No jokes about that. Okay. I know, and I can see both you fuckers. So here's the thing about going 3 deep is that you would ask the question and then ask 3 additional questions below that so that you understand the true want, need, or desire for someone to do either buy or sell. At that 3rd question, you're going to get the real answer. So as we go through these different lists, you guys are going to see me do, because it's Monday and I'm inspired by this list. I'm going to be doing beers and calls all week long, and we're going to go through the investor stage, the real stage, Mike, you described this to me accurately in regards.
So we got the first stage, which we're going through right now, where there might be a little bit more equity on the bone, where it's more wholesale, investor, and just stuff where you might be able to make a deal besides, just listing it, putting it retail,
Right.
And we get the next stage where the value was kind of more retail, and it's like these people, the price that they gave, you took it today, you're going to put it on the market, it's probably going to sell right away. You got the next stage where people gave a price, it's a little high, but not high enough to the point where if you sat down and gave them some real reasonable comps that you might be able to talk them down, so it sells quickly. Right. And then we got a 4th stage, which is the most fun one of all, which, yes, they would sell, but what they want is kind of a mystery. So it could be anything, fall in any of the categories, or they could want $1 million and be crazy. So those are kind of qualifying on the go, but there was some type of indication that they want to sell. So.
Yeah, no, I love you turning me on to this organization who gave me this data set, because it's a never land of leads. Like, you just have so many variety packs in there. And I know you guys are very busy individuals who've been doing this for 54 minutes. There it is. So, gentlemen, give me some thoughts and theories. We've done we've spent this time, and we got a potential really strong lead, and I built a good rapport with him. What would you guys say? And Jake, you brought this up earlier in the conversation. What would you say to someone who doesn't have the 30, 40 years in the neighborhood when it comes to this kind of dialogue? How would you attack that marketing? And then, Mike, I want to jump over to you and kind of ask the same question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're doing it right now with text because I get into 50 to 70% response rates via text. So we pre-assemble really good quality drip sequences. This data set actually, we just went ahead and obtained data for the local marketplace. And we're going to go ahead and run at it in a different strategy. Instead of just calling right now, we're going to go ahead and pre-marinate with assistance via text to go ahead and reach out to these people with an actual drip and set the appointment. So we're going to reach out on behalf of the assistant and then schedule time for these folks to go ahead and meet. And we're going to just kind of pound in a little bit deeper. But when I can't tell you how important it is to go ahead and actually get out, get into some of the neighborhoods that you know you're going to be prospecting in, and then just reach out to the homeowners. The whole thing of we were just recently in your neighborhood, we just recently came by, we wanted to reach out to some of the homeowners. It puts you into a mental state in their mind that, oh, you know what, these people were just here. Or just like you're talking about with circle prospecting, when you're talking about different homes in the marketplace. We just drove by, we saw this home that just got listed for $318 a square foot. Right now, the inventory is extremely low. Is that something that you would be interested in possibly selling? We could go ahead and help put your house up against that same price point here in the marketplace. It's just so big thing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not hitting over 100 people a day, you're already falling behind because there are teams and there's technology disrupting everything that you're doing. So don't find the wasted time and look back on your day. You'll never be able to get this time back. So have a system, have a process, have some assistants do it for you if you can't.
Yeah, like just to follow up what Jake's saying, like you don't want to count on getting lucky. You want to have a system in place that you know you're going to get results. The question is how many, but you know you're at least guaranteed something. The other way around, it's you're shooting in the dark. Yeah, you might get one here, you might get one there, but it's not going to be consistent. And that kind of business, that will drive you crazy. You're making money one month, next month you're broke. You know, so you don't want that. The way me and Greg, we use the same data sets. Obviously, I'm out in Boston, so mine's a little bit different. But the way I kind of attack it, just in my position, I'm the leader in my team. I have my team members reach out and they give them a call. They kind of hype me up a little bit, you know, kind of makes me like a whole nother layer. And then at the same time, they'll tell them about their equity positions and, you know, the benefits of selling right then. And if it's good, you know, they usually set up an appointment for me. I show up, get the listing agreement signed, and then never see them again because then my team members handle it. But if you're just starting out, you can make those calls on your own. Reach out, let them know who you are, find some rapport, and then just take it from there. But you rather shoot with the sniper, Jake, than shoot with the shotgun, right? And miss. So that's the way to do it.
You know, for the majority of my career, I used a shotgun with bird shot in it, not with the big pebbles. You know, the ones you really want to take down a window. If someone breaks into your house, you want the big ones, not the small ones, right? And so, yeah, I was like a blind man finding his favorite porno. Yeah, I found it a couple of times, but you know, at the end of the day, using this technology, using the ability to really go out there, Jake shaking his head going, did he just say that on live air? Oh my God. But I mean, this data, I mean, it's proven that, I mean, this data supplier that I'm going to keep secret for a little while. I got 2 assassins on this call right now, plus 2 different companies that are providing incredibly powerful data, and they're vetted. And so, I mean, we already have a guy that I'm going to call him back on Monday, and we're going to talk about coming over and taking a look at his house. He's going to talk to the boss, AKA the wife, and he might want to be selling this thing. Guys, keep in mind, did I waste my time? Absolutely not, because I'm going to go over this property in Alamo. He said he'd sell it for $3 million. The thing's maybe worth maybe 4 to 4.5, somewhere in that ballpark. And it took me an hour of my day, which is actually only 4% of your day. An hour is 4% of your day. And you know what? Be able to have a conversation with him. And he knows my parents. He knows me. He knows that he knows my neighbor. We built the rapport really quickly. If he's at all interested in his wife, dude, we got a freaking deal right there. Like we can go to hammer.
You know what I love about this data set is when we went ahead and received the one for my area, I saw a name on there that I recognized.
You did?
My son's head wrestling coach from high school before he graduated high school. So I called up Coach, it's Jake Wolf. Hey, what are you doing? How's your son doing? Fantastic. I didn't know you were thinking about selling. Oh, yeah, I am possibly thinking about selling. Inventory's been way down. We have a shit ton of equity in our home right now. Well, that's interesting. Well, Coach actually builds software for all of the casinos.
Mm.
So he's got a really high-end team, and he knows that I run Clever Leads, and I have got a leading seller side software. So we've had a lot of good software conversations. He's like, you know what? It's probably pretty fitting that you went ahead and called.
Really?
It works.
Dude, it works. I mean, don't work harder, work smarter. I mean, it's really fucking simple, guys. I mean, you can do shotgun. Go shotgun all you want, right?
But
Then-
we're in 2021, you know, like got to utilize technology.
Then you use sniper. Oh, a lot better.
Technology. I just got done literally preaching for an hour in my private elite real estate headquarters group about all of the tech disruptors and what they're planning on doing. So I laid out the whole industry back from the 1960s through on, and then we showed case studies on how Amazon's taking out retail and how all of these different tech disruptors are intentionally taking a look at the market caps, inventing technology to go ahead and take out all of the old school businesses. We talked about Netflix and Blockbuster, Amazon versus Macy's, and we talked about those sneaky little open doors, Zillows,
Oh, fuck them.
pins.
They don't need them.
Yeah, we don't need them. They can suck a dick and die.
Mhm.
Nah, they screwed themselves hard, and they don't realize it yet. I mean, I understand they're them and they're gonna do their thing. That's cool. I'll just go around you. You know, it's like a rock in a river. The water goes right around the rock. Doesn't stop for the rock. Goes right around the rock. Still going downstream. Still doing my thing. Gentlemen, you are absolutely legends. I love doing this. Mike, you're the first time you've ever done calls with us.
Yeah, no, I love it. You know, I've watched a lot, you know, but first time hopping on, it was definitely fun. So look forward to coming back. So
Next time we do this, gentlemen, we're gonna do a round table, and it's gonna be me one call, Jake one call, Mike one call, and we're just gonna work off the same data set, and we're gonna see three different. That's three. That's not three. Three different data sets, and yes, I have a pinky that's painted, so don't judge me. And so, you know what? It'll be interesting to see Jake's reaction. He's just sitting there going like, "What the shit, man?" Ugh. But I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, guys, give us some comments in the comment section. Would you like to see something like that? Would you want to join us and kind of bring your data sets in? Like, let's make this a collaborative effort and really kind of bring your different temperaments, your different personalities. I mean, you know, we got Boston, we got Nevada / Alaska. We have me, California, tree hugging pot smoker, which I don't really smoke pot and I don't hug trees, but that's just kind of what our temperament is here, mellow. What would you guys do? How would you handle these situations? Let's have a lot of fun with this. So,
that'd be interesting. Absolutely.
dude, 100%. Mike, one more time. Where can they reach you? How can they get business to you? And what's your favorite color?
So yeah, everyone can reach me. My name's Mike Tatro. My nickname's Tate. You can go catch me on social media, Instagram @theofficialtate. You can check out me on here on Facebook. Shoot me a message if you're watching this. Million ways to contact me. I'm out here in the Boston area. Love to link with any agents out here to talk to you guys or anywhere across the country. Get some advice. Check it out. Whatever we got to do. And what my favorite color is?
Yeah.
I usually blue. I'm wearing red today, representing my Red Sox, but usually it's blue. So.
Okay. I knew we were brothers from another mother. I love that. Jake Wolf, same thing. Where can I get a hold of you? And what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is gold.
I thought we were going to go with green for money, but okay, sure, gold.
No, I like gold. It's kind of an inspiring color from time to time. You can find me at Clever Leads, ladies and gentlemen. Enter your information on the website. One of my team members will reach out to you. You can have a private consultation with me. I'll get you into our private group. This Wednesday, we're running a huge webinar to go ahead and roll out to a tremendous amount of real estate agents what Clever Leads is, what Clever Nation, the transportation side of our company, and what we're doing as far as pulling down massive amounts of seller leads. Clever Leads will be known as the most powerful seller side system in real estate, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to help everybody understand that.
Yeah, you know what?
Pete, come on over.
He's not lying, guys. So if you think you're a lone wolf, now you got the wolf pack. You know, this is how we roll down. This is how we hunt down. So if you guys want to do something, be crazy, you got to learn about this on the Clever Legion. nation lead generation. Fuck. It is absolutely incredible, guys. It is absolutely incredible. And this data set, as I learn more about who the providers are that Mike's going to tell me more about, he kind of did this as a blind study with me. I will release these as you guys see me get more and more and more opportunities to meet with other folks. So follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Greg McDaniel, REU. Look for this mug. With maybe not such a big face blanket. We're going to figure out how that's going to go. But thank you guys for coming in, doing beers and calls. Mike and Jake, any last final words, guys? And then we're out of here.
God bless everybody. Charge hard. Never stop taking action.
Go out there and kill it. Don't stop. Find a way. That's hard. Don't do something. Don't do something crazy. Do something that's easy. Get something targeted. Don't get that shotgun. Go get that sniper rifle. Go call Jake. Go call Greg. They're going to help you out.
All right. There it is, guys. Words of wisdom. Thank you for your time. I love you to pieces. Until then, peace. Gone. Love you. Bye.